Hey, it's Amanda. I got back from Walmart with my husband about a half an hour ago. We decided to shiver our way back inside. It's been very, very cold and windy. Almost too cold to snow. Snow has tried to come here, but it is freezing, frigid cold. However, I was gifted some opportunities to go shopping and do a little bit more than what I normally would in a week. So we're going to go over our items, and then we're also going to go over so this will be our food items. This is our non-food items, and we'll go over everything. Okay. So first of all, if no one knows by now, my husband Jordan is gluten-free, and he also has some dairy intolerance. So, if you see a lot of gluten-free items, that is why. Alright, so let's start. Starting with some of the stuff over here, we'll start with food. I grabbed one of these. Now, let me know if you've ever tried this. Is it worth it? Is it good? It's El Pato sauce. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but one of my friends, she gets this and she uses it a lot on her channel. Her channel is One Day at a Time, and I will leave her linked in the description box down below. So let me know, girl, is this the right one or not? Is this the right one? If I grab the wrong one, I'll go back and grab a yellow one. These were only 89 cents at my Walmart, so I wanted to try it. Another thing we grabbed was some jelly. I asked Jordan, I said, do you want raspberry jelly? He said, nah, not really. He doesn't eat a lot of gluten-free bread. We're going to try making it on our own because it is not very good tasting. And I think I can make it better, but this was on clearance, saved 62 cents, and it's strawberry preserves. And then we ended up getting some peanut butter. I eat a lot of peanut butter. I'm going to tell you right now, peanut butter is part of my morning staple. I do take thyroid medication, so I usually have to eat something well before I take my thyroid medication. I don't have the same thyroid disease as most people. I have the one that'll kill you. So I have to be very careful. I have to take all my medications with food, and like I said, it's different. I have hyperthyroid Graves' disease, and I also have an autoimmune disorder, so I have to really take my medication on time. Another thing we got is sliced pineapple. Jordan found that Safeway had very expensive pineapple. I'm not sure what the prices were, but this was much cheaper. He said that we would rather buy this. So this is the Great Value pineapple slices. And then I did get a Greek yogurt. This one is the not fat-free kind because I don't really want fat-free. I just want regular vanilla Greek yogurt, and I will use this to make myself some yogurt bowls with maybe some granola. I'm going to make some granola sometime this week. I'll use the gluten-free oats. Most people probably going, Amanda, the oats are gluten-free. Not all oats are gluten-free. So I'm going to use that for that. And I'll probably eat this along with a slice of peanut butter toast for breakfast. Kiddos also like yogurt. My youngest kid, he's either a yogurt, applesauce, fruit cup, or some sort of fruit, like either banana, apple slices, peaches. He likes stuff like that, so he'll eat that as well. We got a sweet treat this time. We usually don't do dessert, even though we're asked about dessert quite a bit from the boys. My youngest loves dessert. My oldest, he's a chocolate guy. So we're going to try this gluten-free double chocolate brownies. Oh my gosh, I couldn't figure out what it was. I almost said cake. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I've had a very long day. So we're going to try that. And then stroganoff dinner kit. This is just like the hamburger helper stuff, but this one is gluten-free, and all you need is ground beef. So we're going to give this a shot and see what it's like. It feels kind of heavy in there, so I don't know what's exactly in it. I've never tried it. Jordan said, hey, let's try it, because he was like, you know, sometimes I miss eating stuff like this. We did originally have 2 taco seasonings, but one had a hole in it, so we ended up not buying that one. These are spices, salt, onion powder, cornstarch, sugar, and natural flavoring. However, I didn't see anything wheat related on this, and we have tried other store brands and they work out just fine. Now, some of them do actually have wheat in it, so you have to be really careful. He also saw this one. Has anybody tried this one? This is Better Goods Carnitas Seasoning Blend. Also specifically states gluten-free. It's mild, so it's not really spicy. We want to try this and make it with a roast that we have in the freezer, which that's what we're filming on, is the freezer. So I'm excited about these, if it will come out of my sleeve. All right, and then we've got the teriyaki chicken stir-fry sauce. We are going to try this tonight, actually. We are going to do a teriyaki chicken with broccoli and rice, and this one is indeed gluten-free, as you see in the corner. So if you're gluten-free and you've tried this, let me know what you think about it, and maybe I'll share with you what we thought about it, because by the time this video will be up, we will have already tried that. And that is the Passage to Asia. I really liked their coconut one that they had, like the coconut summer sauce. That was really good. I tried that quite a while ago. We also got 2 things of sugar-free Jell-O. That's what it's called, Jell-O. I can't even think tonight. I'm sorry, you guys. I've been under an extreme amount of stress, and I have been trying to take care of my mental health because it is my wealth. I got 2 flavors. We are going to make one of those cakes where you poke the holes and then you pour the raspberry or strawberry Jell-O into the cake, I believe, after it's cooked. I think it's called a poke cake. But we want to try it with the gluten-free confetti cake mix that we bought quite some time ago, back when we were on food stamps, okay? And then I did get 2 things of cheese. This should last us over a week. This is the triple cheddar. This has the Vermont cheddar, sharp cheddar, and mild cheddar cheese, and this is the 8-ounce one. We still have a bunch of regular cheddar shredded cheese from the bulk store. I know that seems like forever ago in YouTube land, but we still have quite a bit left. I also wanted to get some extra sharp cheddar because I am going to make some grilled cheese, and we still have one of the cans of gluten-free tomato soup, and we're going to make some grilled cheese with that. Likely, probably more like quesadillas, because that's what Jordan has to offer right now. I'm really trying to get a bread maker. If anybody knows of a good one that I can try to save up for to buy, I would really like to do that, because it is important for us to try all avenues to make all accommodations, okay? And then we did get the Real Good Foods, and this is the lightly breaded chicken strips, and these are gluten-free. So they even say it grain-free on the front. So he's going to try these. This is 20 ounces. This was a little bit more expensive than I expected. This was around $11, so this ate a lot of the cost. Gluten-free stuff is very expensive, but sometimes he just wants grab and go because he's a dude, right? And then we've got sour cream. This is a bigger one. This is 1 pound. I didn't really need the 1 pound, but I needed more than 8 ounces for the recipe that I'm looking to use, and then we'll use the rest for like bean and cheese dip, okay? And then we also got this premium cheddar. This is the nacho cheese that the guys like, all the guys, the little ones and the big. And then I have never tried this Market side ground beef, but I got the 10% fat because they didn't have 7. I usually like 7. And we're going to use this ground beef to make this stroganoff. So that's the plan for that. Sophie, she's getting a little protective of her bull, I think. And then I did get a Polish kielbasa. We are going to make the poor man's meal from the little old lady Clara, who does the what is it? She does like the 1920s Depression cooking. So we're gonna cut this up, add it with onions. We have some frozen bell pepper in the freezer behind me in our regular freezer. And then I'm going to add potatoes to this as well, probably mashed instead of regular potatoes. You're not going to see a lot of fruits and veggies, but I really had to get out of Walmart. We live quite a distance from Walmart, so I had to make sure that we were here before dark. And I'll explain why once we get to items over here. And then we got some pepperoni, and then we also got some Canadian bacon because we're going to make some pizzas or maybe some strombolis or something like that. I am going to have Jordan try these since he did like the Polish kielbasa. These are also gluten-free. These are something that my aunt suggested, and they're actually really super good. I love these. There's a pineapple bacon one. It's not for like an everyday dish, but I would eat those as well. We also got some bacon. This is the first time we have purchased bacon in so long, but there is a recipe that I want to try called cracked chicken, and it's this. Well, not the whole thing. Definitely not using the whole thing. Maybe like 3 or 4 slices, and then I will freeze the rest. But we're going to make cracked chicken with the bacon here, and then we have the garlic parmesan. I'm not going to make it like most people do with 2 of these. These were kind of expensive, but let me know if you've tried these. I think that they're delicious, but let me know what you think. I have never just poured it all over anything. I'd use it as like maybe a dipping sauce of sorts. I also know this sounds weird, but I don't eat chicken with bones, and neither does my husband, so we wouldn't use this for things like wings. We also were struggling to buy juice. Jordan really likes to have orange juice, and so we got these juices. These remind me of the 90s. How many of you, when you were a kid, would crack open the freezer and see these in your freezer? Maybe even in the 80s. I don't know when these really came out, but I think in the early 90s, my mom would make these instead of getting regular juice because these were cheaper, and then they also had like Hawaiian flavor ones as well. So this one was $1.07 and this one was $1.57, and so that's why we got that. Orange juice is expensive, you guys. Crazy. Got blueberry waffles because I got a kiddo who loves blueberry waffles. We also got a gallon of 2% milk. I was getting 1% until I was asked why the milk tasted funny. I'm like, oh, well, maybe the 1% can be for me then. So I have some 1% milk, and then we have some milk from the food bank that we received a few months ago that is still the shelf stable kind in the packaging. And then we also got this one. I boo-booed on this one. Jordan only likes the vanilla sweet, and this is the unsweetened kind, so I'll likely use this for baking. And then he went on a cereal kick, where he likes to eat cereal. These ones are gluten-free. It says it at the bottom, gluten-free. So most Cheerio brands are gluten-free, some are not, so you have to be really careful. But this family size was, I believe, $4 and some change. And that was that. And then the last two items in the food would be these mini strawberry spooners. These spooners are Malt-O-Meal brand. I've never tried Malt-O-Meal brand ones, but I have had like the store brand ones from Winco. These are my favorite cereal of all time, folks. Favorite cereal. And then Jordan got these Reese's Puffs. Everybody in the house likes Reese's. Come on now. It's Reese's, guys. So that's all the food. And then we did hit up some non-food items. I did get some power steering fluid for my Jeep. It needs some. And then we got 3 things of this high mileage full synthetic 10W30. This is for Jordan's car. His car needed oil. And then we also got a big thing of coolant. We drive older cars, so if you have an older car, you need to be checking your oil and your coolant and your other fluids regularly. We drive too much to not check these things. Another thing that you want to check is your maintenance on your vehicle and what needs to be done. Now, because we have older vehicles, we are still in the process of having each of our vehicles checked out by a mechanic. Mine has already been seen by a mechanic. Okay, and then we've got the Angel Soft, crazy looking baby. Kind of cute, kind of scary. This was, I believe, $7 and some change. So I did pull from my car maintenance envelopes to buy my car maintenance envelope. I don't have more. I don't have more than one to buy the fluids. The fluids were a little bit more expensive than I anticipated. So I think I spent like $40 on fluids alone. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I spent like $40. I did look for windshield wipers for my Jeep. While I was over there in the automotive section, they were out. However, I now know that they're only $15, and I'm hoping the next time I go to Walmart, they are back in. We also cannot find the aluminum foil. Not sure how it went missing in a less than 150 square feet kitchen, but it's lost and gone. We've even pulled out all of the appliances. And then we also got some kitty food. We have some still for the week for Mr. Tom, the outside kitty. But I grabbed a few more just so that way, in case it snowed and I forgot his food, I couldn't go get his food much more correctly. And we couldn't get to a store. I wanted to make sure that he has his wet food, and this is the whitefish tuna dinner. I notice he likes the fishier types of cat foods and the chicken. Okay, I got myself some deodorant because nobody wants to be around somebody who's not wearing deodorant. We also got some antacid tablets. I do get very bad heartburn ever since I had my gallbladder removed. And after my second pregnancy, I had tons and tons and tons of heartburn. Okay. And then this was not needed, but everybody knows who these guys are, at least if you're old enough, right? Grumpy old men and grumpier old men with these two lovely guys. Gosh, I'll tell you this much. Howard, we miss you, man. Like you were a charmer back in the day. And I want to show my boys this because I think it's hilarious. Specifically, my oldest kid will get it more than my youngest kid, but I think that's a good one. That was only $5. I did pull all the money for this stuff in my household envelope. And honestly, household is for kids, pets, family stuff, whatever we need for the house. This was just something fun that we can do for a movie night. If you guys have any ideas of any movies that are super kid friendly but hilarious old school, old school movies like this. Gosh, when was this made? I remember, 1995. Yep, in my era, right? I also have shown my oldest son, what is the Dennis the Menace with this guy in it, with him in it. He was like, oh my gosh, this one is so good. I was like, right, it's the original. So that is my Walmart haul. Our Walmart haul, we spent $150. So we did get a bit of money from a supporter. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bestie. And then we did pull some money from the car maintenance to pay for the fluids. So for the most part, I would say we spent a total of $110 on household and grocery items, which still isn't bad. We did have only a $75 grocery budget. However, we did end up going to Safeway late one night after a cash stuffing, and we decided to get pizza, and then we came home and doctored them up. So that is something we like to do. I try to make homemade pizza, but I don't always have time. I'll be real, I don't always have time. But I can only do what I can with what I've got, and this is what I had to work with, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.